So straight away we are grabbing our peppermint oil this morning, if you like to use peppermint. A few drops, palm of the hand. And just as you stand in mountain pose, just take a few breaths in of that oil. Long inhale, long exhale. Relaxing those shoulders, just releasing your jaw. And in that oil, just flood the mind, the body. And then maybe applying that oil if you feel drawn to an area. Obviously peppermint's great on the tummy, it's good on the neck and shoulders, and it's also quite nice on the temples, but just obviously be careful of not going anywhere near the eye. And once you've applied your oil, we're just going to start to pat around the body. So just in your own time, getting the circulation going. This is actually a good thing to do every morning, or if you have a body brush, just working towards the lymph nodes. So we've got lymph nodes, the back of the knees, groin, under the arms, the neck. So just working towards. Last few. Nice on the head as well, waking up the head. And then just shake out the arms, shake out the legs. And let's come to the top of our yoga mat. Have your weights at the top of your mat if you haven't already got them there. So they're 2 hands. And we're going to inhale, look up, exhale, fold down. Take an inhale, long spine. Step back, right foot, left foot into your plank pose. You feel free to drop your knees here. Bend at the elbows, come down to your mat into your Bhujangasana as you roll up. Exhale into that child's pose, sit back. Lengthen the arms even longer, reaching the fingertips towards the top of your mat. Coming into that down dog position when you're ready. Sending the heels back to the mat, and then as you inhale, let's roll onto the toes and exhale down to the heels. We are going to be on our toes a little bit today, so let's just stretch out the feet first. And then one more, inhale onto the toes, exhaling the heels back down. Let's take a step forward with our right foot, coming into that low lunge. Relax the foot, bring the arms up, stretch up in your low lunge, pushing the hips slightly forward. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Let's take a twist over that right knee. As you twist, make sure you're not collapsing the head down. You want to lengthen, holding there for a moment. And then frame your right foot, step back into your plank pose and lower down to your mat. Finding your cobra and coming back into that down dog position. Let's take that inhale onto the toes. And exhale, placing the heels back down. Again, let's inhale and exhale. And one more, inhale and exhale. Gazes forward as we step forward now. Left foot, right knee drops down. We come into our low lunge the other side. Just pushing gently into that hip joint. And then hands to the heart center. Let's twist over our left knee now. Making sure we're not collapsing the neck. Very good. Frame that left foot, this time stepping to the top of your mat, a little bit of distance in the feet. Take your fold here, maybe holding onto the toes or the back of the legs as you inhale, finding your long spine. And then exhale, let that head go. Let's do that again. Take that inhale, that lovely long spine. Exhale, let go. One more here. Inhale up. And exhale. As you roll up, just grab your weights. Take a big wide step with the legs. And then drop your weight down your right leg. Holding the left side. Come back to center. Drop your weight down your left leg. And come back to center. Bring your weights just in front of you. Turn out the feet. Bring your weights to your chest, or you can keep them down if you prefer. We're going to take a bend into our goddess, holding our weights, holding the legs. And then take that inhale, squeeze the glutes at the top. Exhale, bend back into that goddess. Inhale, take that squeeze at the top. Exhale, bend. So the back is straight, so make sure we're not hinging forwards. Lengthen up and bend it down. Again, squeeze at the top. Drop back down. One more squeeze at the top here and drop down. We're going to come up onto our right foot. Take a slight pulse. Right heel is off the mat. If it feels too much, then feel free to put that heel back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your right heel down, stay in your goddess. Left heel up, slight pulse. Holding those weights, relax your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that heel. Come up and squeeze at the top. Turn the toes back in. Weights back either side. Drop the right arm. Breathing here. Even though we're practicing our weights, we don't want to forget our long breath. Come back up. Drop the left arm. And come back up. Turn the toes back out, weights just in between chest, or maybe this time you want your weights on your shoulders. Back into that goddess. Holding. We inhale, maybe the arms go up. It's an option. Exhale, we come back down. Inhale, we squeeze up. We can always keep our weights at our shoulders. Exhale, back down. Inhale, reaching up. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, back down. Inhale, long legs, maybe long arms. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Holding that goddess. Right heel is up. Pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that right heel. Left heel up. Pulsing. Should be feeling that glutes and thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that left heel. Hold your goddess arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done. Come to your top of your mat. Drop your weights for a moment. Feet together, legs together. Take that inhale in. That exhale, fold. Long spine. Step back right and left. Lower down to your mat. Come into your cobra. Take your exhale in child's pose. Sit back. 2 long breaths here. One more. Coming into your down dog when you're ready. We're going to step forward with our right foot, grab our weights, come up into that high lunge, bending into that right knee. So two options here. We can stay as we are, dropping that left knee and squeezing back up, really engaging that left glute. Or we take that bend, and as we come up, we draw that left knee in. We then step it back. So it's a draw in of that left knee and a bend back. Knee to the mat as you bend back. Drawing in, bending back. If you don't want this version, you stay, squeezing at the top, bending down. So there's a few options there, choosing the one that works best for you today. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, 1. If you did have your leg back, bring your knee up. So find your balance. Just take your leg back a little and bend into that right side. So finding your balance. Weights can be at your side, they can be at your chest, or you can get rid of them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet back together at the top of your mat. Let your weights go. Keeping them at the top. Take your inhale in. Your exhale down. Long spine when you're ready. Step back into that plank. Lower down to your mat. Find your cobra. And exhale into your child's pose. Sitting back. 2 breaths here. One more. We come back to that down dog position. Ready for the other side, so we're stepping the left foot forward, grabbing our weights as we come forward, we're in that high lunge, dropping that right knee down towards our mat. So again, we've got that option, drop the knee, squeeze at the top, dropping the knee, squeeze at the top, or we're dropping the knee, bringing that knee in, stepping it back, bringing it in. So you choose the same one that you've done on the right leg. Dropping, squeezing, dropping, squeezing. We have a few more to go. Let's do 5. Let's do 4. Let's do 3. 2. Very good. And 1. So if we've brought that knee up now, we're balancing. We take that leg back a little and we find our squat with one leg. Our left leg is the one working. Right leg is getting a rest. We might wobble. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet come together, you're at the top of your mat, you drop your weights. Take your inhale in. Your exhale, fold. Take a breath at the top of your mat. Find your long spine. Step back into your plank. Lower down to your mat. Roll into cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Sitting back. We've got our 2 breaths. more. And then coming in to that down dog. Pushing back. Let's step forward with the right foot, ready to grab those weights. Bend into that right knee. And we're going to come into our warrior three. So that left leg is back. You can do this without your weights. And we're pulsing and squeezing that left side. So it's a bit of a combination of balance, core, squeeze that left leg. Step back, drop the knee down, drop your weights, frame the foot, plank pose, lower down to your mat, cobra, straight into your down dog, pushing back. Stepping that left foot forward, grabbing those weights again. Drop that right knee to the mat. And then you come up, take your time if you need to, into that warrior three. And we pulse and squeeze that right side. Really being aware of those glute muscles, biggest muscle in the body. This time bring that foot to meet the left. Take a big wide step again. We're in those wide legs, weights either side. Drop down that right arm. Come back up. Drop down that left. And come back up. Weights just in front of you. Bring your feet a little closer. Slight bend in the knees as you drop down, pull it up. And this is where you could go heavier. Drop down, pull and squeeze. Drop down, pull and squeeze. Keep going. Pull and squeeze. Dropping down, pulling up. 5 more. Really squeeze the glutes at the top. This is number 3. Squeeze at the top. Number 2. And last one. Now just take one weight, so it can be heavy. It can be one of your lighter ones, you choose. Turn the feet out slightly, but not too wide. We're holding our weight at our chest. We bend into our knees. We come all of the way down into that squat. And we squeeze and come up onto our toes at the top. Drop the heels. Come all the way down in your squat. Come all the way up onto those toes, drop the heels. Now we're changing it up, so we come all the way down in our squat, we come up onto our toes and we stay on our toes. So we come down, balance, we squeeze up. Staying on the toes if you can, if not, drop your heels. Down, balance, squeeze. Let's do 5 more. Balance. We can feel all of those leg muscles working. Squeeze. Your own time. With control. Let's do 3 more. Reminds me of being on a Bosu. I don't know if you've ever used Bosus where you're finding that balance. We're doing that, but just staying on our toes. Really good for the core as well. We've got 1 more, everyone. Coming down. Squeeze, hold at the top, hold on those toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let your weight go. Grab a drink if you need it. We are going to come onto our backs. So grab some water if you need that. And we're going to stick with our heavier weight if you have one. So keep that one weight close by. And then when you're ready, lie down on your back, grabbing your one weight, your heavy one if you have it, and just placing that on the hips. If you've got, if it's not too heavy, you can always use 2 weights, one in each hand on your hips. We're in our bridge pose, so our feet are on the mat. We're going to push up at the top, take a hold for a moment, and then roll back down. And again, push up at the top, take that hold, squeeze, roll back down. And this time we push up at the top, we hold, we come up onto our toes, squeeze and hold, engage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels, take a lower back down. And we're coming back up, squeeze and hold, come back onto your toes. Do small pulses here. So very small, staying on your toes if you can, pulsing up at the top and back down. That weight is on the hips, we can always remove it. We really want to feel the glutes working. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, really squeeze, 3, 2, 1, squeeze and hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lower, slowly back down. Let's draw those knees in. It's quite nice to put your weight on the knees as you hug in. Last squeeze here. Putting the weight back on the hips when you're ready. We're going to roll back into our bridge pose, but we're going to send our right leg up to the ceiling. And you can make sure you're holding your weight. From here, we're going to pulse. So it's a slight pulse up, left leg is bent, right leg is like we're standing on that ceiling above us. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that right foot. Let's not come out of it. Right foot down, left foot up, ready to pulse. We're standing on the ceiling now with our left foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that left foot. Hold at the top for a moment and roll back down. Let your weight go. Just move it out to the side. Take that squeeze again of the knees. Let your left leg go long and just hug in your right. Take a roll through that ankle joint. Working both ways. And then let's bring that right foot on top of our left knee as we roll our right knee to the left. So spinal twist. Relax your right arm. Let it feel heavy. Just noticing the breath, maybe being aware now of slowing it back down. Noticing the heart. And that conscious awareness of slowing down. We've moved our body, our circulation going, digestive system. Heart rate up. Hopefully feeling warmer too. Let's take that roll back to centre. Send your right leg long now and squeeze in your left knee. Give yourself that hug. That roll through the ankle. Rolling both ways. And then foot to the knee. Let's move the knee, left knee to the right side. Again, just relax your left arm. Let it rotate open, that shoulder rotate open. And then making your way to the centre of your mat. Finding your version of Shavasana, whether you need to keep your knees bent or just let the whole body go, resting down. Allow yourself this moment to close your eyes. Just being aware of your body, the end of your practice. Noticing how you feel. And resting for a moment. When you're ready, take a long body stretch, send the legs long, arms long, maybe that yawn, that sigh. And then draw the knees back into the chest, give yourself that squeeze, that hug. As you slowly roll to one side, bringing the body up. So let's finish our morning practice with a Om. When you're ready, let's inhale and begin. Your hands to your heart, honouring your heart, bringing your hands to your head, honouring your wisdom. Bring your hands to your throat, honouring your expression. And let's bow in Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.